471.
These funds and receive compensation without filing a lawsuit or ever going to court.
For your free legal consultation, call 1-800-209-4389. That's 1-800-209-4389. I'm a non-attorney spokesperson.
Hi, I'm Jane King, and this is New to the Street, in person back here at the NASDAQ market site in New York City. This show is all about public, private blockchain companies, the CEOs, the founders, and the innovators, bringing you lots of opportunities to consider. Here we go. Danovations Technologies is a Canadian-based Internet of Things tech company and provider of digital smart labels. And so to explain a little more about the company and some of the recent developments, John Ricci, the CEO of Danovation. Welcome, John. Good to see you again. Happy New Year.
Thanks, Jane. Nice to see you. Happy New Year.
So
happy winter.
Yes. And you're in Canada, so you definitely know that. Tell me about this recent partnership with Uno Retail. So who is Uno Retail? Why does this make sense for Danovation?
Uno Retail is a company I've dealt with for about 15 years with the Martinez brothers, who were in Edelex and Edimex, and they're big in branding. They work in retail. They've been doing it forever. They have a labeling company. They do all kinds of things like Coke bottle labels and wine labels, et cetera, et cetera. But they do a lot of large format printing, but they're a staple in Mexico for retail. They rebranded part of the business, thus the name Uno Retail, and Uno Retail works with these same retailers. And they're more of a tech play, similar to how Danovation came from Dana Industries to be a tech play company. And they had interest in the Mexican market, who had some first generation technology, but we're very happy with our first foray into the Mexican market with Impulsora through Uno, which is a techie retailer. It's good for us. They liked our technology. They liked our value proposition. They liked how easy it was to work with us. And we like the fact that we have a presence in Mexico with a very good company. Mexican market is very large. And for us, it represents a future into another country and another marketplace. So we're very happy to be there. And there's another project that we're in the works with them, put a proposal into a big retailer that's contacted them, who then contacted us. So we're working on another, probably a bigger project with them. So we're very, very happy with what's happening with that partnership. And that happened pretty quick, and it's resulted in some good business for us.
So explain exactly what you would do with them.
The same thing we would do with anybody. So we're supplying our DSLs, digital smart labels, our hardware and our software. We're integrating with their customer. So they're the go-between. They're looking after the install and some of the tech part of the install. And it's just a synergy partner for us. I found that if you're going to go into new markets, you need to, in my opinion, work with local businesses in those markets. Mm-hmm. They've got the trust and credibility and the respect. They know how things work. Right. And there's no one better than working with Len Martinez, for example, a gentleman like that who's got a lot of trust and credibility and respect in the marketplace, and he knows the Mexican market. So it just made perfect sense for us to do that. So they're the leads. We support him for whatever he needs. We give it to him. So we're very, very happy with this.
And again, it certainly makes sense to have a partner. I mean, it shortens the learning curve, and they can kind of hold your hand till you figure out how everything works locally.
Well, yeah. And on a related note, on the other side of the continent, we have synergy partner in Bermuda, Smith Technologies, who's just done their first install. I think it was a week ago. Similar circumstances. Smith's a very good company. They're a techie company. They're using us. We go in with them, and they have the customer base, and they know the local markets and the culture and everything else. And we're just happy to support them in any way that we can. And we're very happy, like Uno, that they chose to be partners with Danovation. So it shows that we're doing something right. If we could, it's one thing to get your own market, but if we can capture markets outside of our own country, then we're doing something right. And they trust us, they like us, so we're happy with that one. So we're happy where that's going.
So tell me about the new digital smart blade. What is that?
So digital smart blade is just a larger format of our digital smart labels, coming in 10, 11, 12, 13-inch sides, two-sided construction. It will allow, with our software portal, a retailer to get automatic brand updates from branding their brands. So if you can put a program together, you can imagine you have 10 or 20 of these blades in each of your stores. You could automate the updates and advertising at the flick of a switch. So in 30 seconds, you can go from, I'm not going to mention names, but you can go from ABC promos to XYZ promo. And you can keep doing it. You can sell brand space for days. You can sell it on weekends. You can put a whole calendar together for the whole year and sell peak times, which will be a little bit more expensive, but it's used primarily for the retail as a revenue generating tool, which they love. It's sustainable because no one's going in anymore and replacing paper blades or plastic and taking them on and off. So we're saving the labor, you're saving the quick turnover. But what this allows you to do is react to a market condition. It could be a weather pattern. We got slammed with a snowstorm on Monday, which was one of our unprecedented snowstorms of the year, one of our first big hit blizzards. It allows you, if you had these in your stores and the brand wants to advertise, you can do it right away because you just flip your switch and you can send that messaging out in a minute. So it allows you to react a lot quicker.
Or something like that. Like if you
but anything, right? I mean, automating pricing, automating information, automating branding promo. You can do anything you want. You can automate it, and it doesn't have to be planned anymore. As long as you buy the airtime, you can do anything you want with it, providing, of course, the retailers approving the content. But you could have it on a schedule. So you can just run consecutive promos, and for the retailer, he can just sell brand space to, ABC company. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at 12:01 a.m. Monday morning, somebody else's promos and program takes over till Thursday or whatever you want to do, and they're generating revenue. And brands have a lot of money, and they advertise a lot, and it's a nice, clean design. It fits on the shelf very nicely, two-sided, and we can get phenomenal graphics on it. So we're really, really happy with that development.
Well, John, great to get an update on Danovation. It sounds like you've got a lot of exciting things happen since last time we talked. So
thanks very much for the opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Here at Glint, we're making money fairer. How? By using gold. Glint lets you store, exchange, send, and spend multiple currencies, including gold, through a simple iPhone or Android app. You can spend your currencies and your gold in small or large amounts using the Glint MasterCard. Register for your Glint account today by downloading the app from your favorite app store. Glint, the global currency.
Cyber attacks are a global threat affecting consumers and companies. Whether you're using your computer or mobile device to bank, shop, or work remotely, your privacy and corporate data are at risk. For over 20 years, STRIKEFORCE Technologies has developed some of the world's leading cybersecurity solutions. Millions of users around the world have put their trust in us to protect what matters most. Your privacy and data are your business. Protecting it is ours. Visit StrikeForceTech.com today.
Growing clones in-house can severely drain both quality and costs for cannabis and hemp businesses. PharmaGreen Biotech is the key to growing high-quality plantlets. PharmaGreen services includes premium tissue cultured starter plantlets and live preservation of any plant species. Grow into the future of optimized plant growth with PharmaGreen. See our update at update.pharmagreen.ca.
EPAZ describes itself as specializing in metaverse solutions. So, of course, this is a big buzzword we've especially heard about over the past year or so. With me, the Director of Communications for EPAZ, Michael Manahan, to talk about what you're doing in the metaverse and just what EPAZ is doing in general. So I guess I'd just start by explaining the role of EPAZ in the metaverse and what's going on with the company overall.
Well, I think to really understand EPAZ, we need to wind the clock back just a little bit to what EPAZ started as. And how EPAZ started was, you probably know there are literally thousands of what we call legacy software systems that were developed over many, many years. Typically, they would run off of some kind of a server. Now everything's moving to cloud-based. And a lot of those old systems, the coding has been lost. People really don't know how to convert them. So our CEO, Sean Paisley, who is a genius, a software genius, and I don't think that's a stretch to say that, he developed a methodology of converting those old legacy software systems to cloud-based systems. And then once he acquired those old legacy systems, then what we do, EPAZ markets those systems to people who might want to use them. So it really, what we've just been doing is taking software and making it better and improving it and using all of the most recent tools of software development to achieve what we're doing. And of course, that takes us into things like blockchain and the metaverse.
Okay, so I get it. So the cloud storage then could be a data storage for any kind of metaverse operations. This is where the solutions part comes in. So if people need to store something from the metaverse, they can do it on your services.
Well, what we're focusing on the metaverse is what we call really, it's called DeskFlex. And really what it is, it's a metaverse virtual meeting room, if you will. And so you might say, well, but hang on, what about something like Zoom, which people are familiar with? Well, Zoom is okay, but it's two-dimensional, okay? What our metaverse DeskFlex software allows you to do is literally create a room where we each have our own avatar in the room, where we can collectively not only communicate, but we can touch things, we can share things. And so it takes kind of the flat screen, two-dimensional Zoom platform to kind of the next level in virtual meetings.
So much more digitally interactive.
Absolutely, much more digitally interactive.
Now, do you need VR headsets to be able to
Well, you do, but that's also another exciting thing, because a lot of the virtual reality headsets, you've seen them. They're bulky. You've got this big thing on your head. You might be okay wearing that if you're playing some game or something for an hour. But after a while, that headset gets a little cumbersome. So what we are doing is actually developing our own headset. It's lightweight. It can be worn all day long. So it's not something that you're going to be, oh my gosh, I got to take this thing off. It's got numerous cameras installed. It's got sound systems installed. It's a very high-tech sensory, if you will, virtual reality headset, but much more efficient, particularly for a work environment, than the virtual reality kind of glasses you've seen people wear.
Okay, and there's an app, I guess, like an EPAZ app that you can connect to.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That lets you in the meeting, and then everybody else has that app, and they can all get in. And
that's it, and it's completely platform agnostic. Okay. So we can do it on our phone, we can do it on our tablet, we can do it on our laptop, we can do it on our desktop. You know, as long as we're able to hook into the software, we can engage in this virtual office environment.
No, fascinating. And you hear so much about, the wealth disparity, but technology has opened up things for companies like EPAZ and others where they can do things they couldn't do before. So,
well, it's just the changes are just astronomical. And I think a lot of it helps, a lot of what we're doing and what other companies are doing really helps what I'm going to call the average Joe. Mm-hmm. It lets the average Joe into the playing field. Billion-dollar corporations have always been able to move money around the world at the snap of their fingers. But the average person couldn't do that. I can remember years ago to send a wire transfer. you had to go into the bank, stand in a line, fill out a bunch of paperwork, pay an exorbitant fee.
5 days later, you get
5 days later, you get the money. Now, literally with your phone, you can transfer money to just about somebody anywhere in the world within 24 hours.
Well, it is an interesting time to watch all this unfold. So thank you so much, Michael, for coming in.
Well, thank you. It's been my pleasure.
And thank you as well. We'll be back.
Here at Glint, we're making money fairer. How? By using gold. Glint lets you store, exchange, send, and spend multiple currencies, including gold, through a simple iPhone or Android app. You can spend your currencies and your gold in small or large amounts using the Glint MasterCard. Register for your Glint account today by downloading the app from your favorite app store. Glint, the global currency.
Growing clones in-house can severely drain both quality and costs for cannabis and hemp businesses. PharmaGreen Biotech is the key to growing high-quality plantlets. PharmaGreen services includes premium tissue cultured starter plantlets and live preservation of any plant species. Grow into the future of optimized plant growth with PharmaGreen. See our update at update.pharmagreen.ca.
Secure, the true solution for your digital privacy and security. Secure is a private and secure messaging and email solution hosted in Switzerland, using proprietary military-grade encryption and Swiss privacy laws, giving you true privacy. Secure doesn't collect or sell your data and doesn't require your phone number or any personal data that hackers target. You can message and email non-secure users privately without the need for others to download Secure. Visit secure.com. Regain and protect your privacy today.
Secure provides a secure instant messaging as well as email and soon to be some other secure features as well. And with me, CEO Alangahi, to talk about all of this and just in general, the huge number of attacks and attempted attacks that we saw in 2021. I mean, the numbers are just astounding. So let's start. What do you know about that?
Well, thank you, Jane. Hello to our viewer out there. So in 2021, there was a 50% increase year on year on cyber attacks in general, globally, and that's quite an astronomical jump. You know, when you think about 3 years, let's say, and if you get at that rate on a yearly basis, it's exponential. So cyber attacks are here to stay. Cybersecurity is a business that's going to keep growing. And certainly, you know, this is not something that has peaked and is going to just disappear. There was also in that same article, they mentioned that the Log4j issue, which happy to say our infrastructure, by the way, and our servers do not use the same kind of infrastructure that's affected by Log4j, which is a huge thing. They call them Apache servers. Vast majority of companies use those. We don't, so we have not been affected by that, thankfully. But they say that every week per organization, there has been 945 cyber attacks. Now that's per organization on a weekly basis. That's just huge. And, you know, most companies, they outsource their hosting, right, to other smaller hosting companies, which use the big platforms. And that's why you hear a lot about some of these big cloud companies that we all know that has been affected because they provide to millions of IT companies and businesses this kind of, you know, hosting and whatnot. So it's a cumulative effect. It's like a tear down thing. And then it goes down to the individual small business who is going to be affected, because if you had a shutdown, there's a 50% chance that your business will go bankrupt within 12 months.
What a pain these scammers are. So, but it is, I guess, a sign that you are becoming more well-known and having more sales. So we're
becoming more well-known, having more sales, and we're doing something about the spam because the other services are not doing that, just so you know. Those free services could care less. You can create an account every minute and it's free. So that's the other thing. Yeah, we're doing what we can to protect the legitimate users, obviously, of email.
And how are sales going?
Sales are on track, actually ahead. So we have internal projections that we do, very highly conservative projections. This is a ratio between the cash that we have, the sales that we have, when we can reach profitability without extra funding, etc. And we're ahead of our targets so far. So we're doing quite well. And after March, we're going to start to increase the marketing aspect, because after March is when we have that famous secure mail application and also another thing that we realize, our churn rate, means cancellation rate, has dropped down by 50%. So it's in the single digit, and we have a churn rate of barely 5%, which we're very happy about, which means people that are signing up, there's only 5% of them that would basically cancel for one reason or another. And we believe with a couple new things that we're doing, that churn rate will even go lower. So one of the things is to chat by invite using SMS, uploading your address book and your contact on Secure, and also the email app. Those three elements that we're implementing between now and the end of March will reduce the churn rate probably down to 3%, which is a very good churn rate level. Right now, it went from like 10% to 5%. So we're doing quite well. We're very happy. We're just moving along, chugging along per our internal forecast. So, couldn't be happier.
Okay. Well, thanks so much, Alon, again, for bringing us up to date on the business and just talking about cybersecurity in general, because it's such a big issue.
It is. Thank you for having me on your show.
Here at Glint, we're making money fairer. How? By using gold. Glint lets you store, exchange, send, and spend multiple currencies, including gold, through a simple iPhone or Android app. You can spend your currencies and your gold in small or large amounts using the Glint MasterCard. Register for your Glint account today by downloading the app from your favorite app store. Glint, the global currency.
Growing clones in-house can severely drain both quality and costs for cannabis and hemp businesses. PharmaGreen Biotech is the key to growing high-quality plantlets. PharmaGreen services includes premium tissue cultured starter plantlets and live preservation of any plant species. Grow into the future of optimized plant growth with PharmaGreen. See our update at update.pharmagreen.ca.
Cyber attacks are a global threat that affects everyone. For over 20 years, STRIKEFORCE has developed leading cybersecurity solutions. Millions of users have put their trust in us to protect what matters most. Visit STRIKEFORCETech.com.
Glint is a new fintech, gold, and multi-currency payment platform that allows its customers to instantly purchase real, fully allocated physical gold and other currencies at mid-market rates, and then use that to pay for things. So with me, CEO Jason Cousins, great to see you again. Welcome back to the show. And just remind us all, what is Glint?
Thanks, Jane. Great to see you too. And it's great to be back with you on New to the Street. I do want to share some exciting news about a new product that we've just launched, which is an advisor portal for discretionary wealth managers. But to answer your question, what is Glint? And also, why is Glint such an exciting and innovative fintech? So Glint is a unique gold-based payments platform that enables our clients to buy, sell, save, send, and also spend real allocated gold and other currencies instantly and securely and with very low fees using our proprietary app and MasterCard.
Mm-hmm. Jason, why gold?
Gold, as we know, is historically proven as a store of wealth, as a hedge against inflation, and as protection against systemic risk. It really is the ultimate form of money. But it's never been an easy means of payment. You can't exactly pop down to your local grocery store and shave off a couple of grams to buy your cornflakes until now. I mean, for the first time in electronic payments, Glint has made gold into easy everyday money to be used digitally at the point of sale, online, in a restaurant, in store, or even at 30,000 feet, to spend on anything from a coffee to a family holiday. Glint is the key to unlocking the security of gold.
Mm-hmm. Now, where are you in the Glint journey right now?
Well, so as I mentioned earlier, we've just launched our Glint Advisor portal, and that will enable fund managers to buy, sell, and withdraw gold on their clients' behalf using their dedicated Glint accounts. And that's on the back of the really exciting progress we've made so far. Firstly, we've successfully created our own platform that's groundbreaking and unique with super fast and secure technology. This is a platform that we've built from scratch and that we own. Another great achievement is that we've built a global regulatory framework. And this has enabled us to issue cards to clients in 37 countries, including the US, the UK, and across Europe, and allows us to open accounts in over 200 countries. We have successfully up and running now with a proven track record. We have more than 90,000 registered users and have completed over $300 million worth of transactions. Momentum is building every day.
Yeah, it sounds like it, Jason. It sounds like you've even grown in the past few months that we've talked. So it's all very exciting. Tell me where the business is going from here.
Yes, it's incredibly exciting. What we're building here is really special. It's a global gold-based alternative to banking, payments, and money. And we have the capability and the opportunity to build a new financial ecosystem connected to, but outside of the traditional banking system. And all of this is significantly scalable.
And you mentioned the advisor portal. So explain that, elaborate on that a little bit more. Who would use that?
Yes, thanks for that, Jane. I mean, I'm delighted to be able to announce that we are now live with the Glint Advisor portal for discretionary wealth managers that will enable them to set up their clients on the Glint platform. So not only will wealth managers be able to buy, save, and withdraw gold on their clients' behalf with daily updates to their Glint Advisor management system, but their clients will also have their own Glint app and MasterCards, giving them full control of their own personal gold balances to buy, save, and spend. Mm-hmm. And this latest product is part of our strategy for planned growth that will continue to benefit both our investors and Glint clients alike.
Now, before we close, how can somebody find out more about Glint? How can they sign up for it?
Well, if any of your viewers would like to take a deeper look at this stage, then they should visit glintpay.com and find out more about why we're such an exciting and innovative fintech. They should also try out the app. I mean, it really, literally only takes 3 minutes to open an account, and they can start saving and spending in real allocated gold.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much, Jason, for coming back, and I look forward to getting more updates as you continue to grow this year.
Thanks, Jane.
He's got the answers.
Show me a problem, and I'm going to show you a way out of it.
He's telling it straight.
I believe that a thriving America leads the way to a happier America.
He's ready to make a difference for your money.
It's a red-hot economy, folks.
He's Kudlow, only on Fox Business.
Okay, look, we got time for one play. Let's do this.
Coach, I got this. I watch tons of live sports on Sling TV. Hook shot from half court. They won't see that coming. Turtles on 3!
Sling has live sports, news, and entertainment. It's the best of live TV for just $35 a month. Be confident you're getting the best of live TV. Maybe too confident. Try it free. Sling.
You know there's a light that glows by the front door.
Right now, our homes are more than just a house. It's our workplace, classroom, gym, and our favorite restaurant. A safe haven from the outside world. Keep your home at its best with windows, doors, and siding from Window World. And right now, get 6 beautiful energy-efficient windows for as low as $79 per month. Give us a call or go to windowworldsandiego.com now to learn more.
Dental bills can take a big bite out of your budget, especially if you're retired. Affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company can help pay for over 350 covered procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, even dentures. There are no deductibles, no annual maximum, and you can see any dentist you like. To learn more, go to dentalnow.com for all the details. Get your free information kit today.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Up, college is hard. Down, those books are heavy.
My sport is football, but my passion is education.
Right up here.
So every year I take promising high schoolers on a college tour
Lights there, darts there.
to show them that higher education means a brighter future.
Excellent.